Hey everyone, Catherine from CatherinePuller.com here today with the perfectly preserved stamp set and coordinating framelits cannery. I have been having a great time using this set, and if you've watched any posts of mine or you're a Stamp Nation member, you know this was not the first set on my list, but it's becoming one of my favorite sets from the mini catalog. I think there are so many fun different possibilities with the set. I think I feel a series coming on, so stay tuned to the blog and Stamp Nation to see all the great things that we do with this set. Today I'm working with the pear. I'm going to ink it up in Lucky Limeade, and then I'm going to take more mustard in my sponge dauber, and I'm going to sponge more mustard onto the pear. Now you can stamp this straight on with Lucky Limeade, but if you want a little bit more realistic looking pear, you don't usually see full out yellow or green pears in the grocery store, do you? So there, we've got a pear that looks a little bit more realistic, and it was really easy to do. I'm going to clean my stamp, and now let's see stamping it in the more mustard, and let's just take that pear now and roll it on the Lucky Limeade ink pad. So I'm just kind of dipping in the side. I'm not going straight up and down. I'm angling it so that we just get ink on one side. And see, that's what you get with this technique. So two different ways that you can get a pear that looks a little bit more realistic with just a little bit of effort. I have stamped the jar, and when I inked it up, I pushed down too hard into my ink pad and I got ink all over the inside of the stamp. So to remedy that, I just did a little bit of surgery, cut out the center of my stamp, and now, unless you drop it in your ink pad, you have no problem. I'm lining up all of my stamp pieces with their coordinating dies on my Big Shop multi-purpose platform. How lovely is it that these come out perfectly punched out? So it's going to take a couple passes for me to punch all these out, and then we'll be ready to assemble the card. I'm going to use a very vanilla 4 by 5 1/4 piece to build my card on, and I want the very vanilla to be warmed up just a little bit. So I'm going to use my brayer. This is more mustard. If you want to learn more about brayering, I'm new to it myself, but I've been doing quite a bit of it and doing a lot of videos for Stamp Nation, and the members are kind of learning along with me, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm going to now do a little bit of Raspberry Ripple. And I'm just going to add it to the corners. And now I'm going to build my card from there. I'm going to use the Autumn or Orchard Harvest Designer Series paper that coordinates with the stamp set. Before I have glue on here, but I'm not going to press it down yet because I'm doing a banner here, and I believe my banner's too long, so we're going to cut that down, and then I'm going to cut a little notch in the edge to make it a true banner. I cut this piece out with the Itty Bitty Banners framelit set by Stampin' Up, and then I just used my Lucky Limeade marker to write on it. If you don't have just the right sentiment, I encourage you to take a pen and write your own. And I'm using liquid glue because if I use my snail adhesive, I'm going to be pressing down on this and it's going to flatten out my embossing a little bit. We don't want that. I have added the little lid with some dimensionals, and I've added dimensionals to the back of my pears. We'll just add those right there, and then I decided I didn't want the stems to be dimensional, so I'm just adding snail to the back, and I'm going to stick them right behind the pears. I have a dimensional in each corner on the back. We'll just add that to our card base. And just like that, we've got a fun card using the perfectly preserved stamp set. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and like I said, if you want to learn more about brayering or just stamping in general, you'll want to check out Stamp Nation. To date, there's over 225 videos on the site, archived and categorized, along with a clean and simple classroom, and the most awesome community of paper crafters on the whole World Wide Web. Hope you check us out. Have a wonderful day and happy stamping!